Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another video. So this is going to be another episode of Inside DB Rated, and this replay is actually submitted to me, and it's going to be featuring Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc versus Gouki. So if you guys do want to send in your own replays for this series, feel free to check out my Discord server. I have a channel called DB Replay Repository if you guys want to send your replays there. But let's go ahead and get started with this match without any further ado. So we're going to be seeing the Gouki player taking the RPS win here, and they're going to be opting to start this match, pretty expected. So their opening hand going first is going to contain Fire Flint Lady, Headbat, Imperm, Ostrich, and Suprex. So really good hand. Suprex plus a Gouki extender, or just another Gouki name is very, very solid. A couple extenders here as well. And then the opening hand for Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc going second is going to consist of Canary, or Barrow Canary, Nerval, 1-for-1, Bird Call, and Wagtail. So this hand is also pretty good. However, there's no way to stop the Gouki combo, so I'm curious as to what they're going to end on here. So Gouki is going to start things off by normal summoning Suprex and then activating the effect to summon out Octostretch from hand. And then those two are going to be linked off for a copy of Isolde. Isolde's going to trigger here, and it's going to be chain blocked by the two Goukis in graveyard. So that's going to go and grab a rematch, and a copy of Guts, respectively. And then Isolde going to send one. That's going to send the Durendal and summon out Attack Gainer. So this is a level 1 Warrior Tuner monster that we haven't really seen too much of, but I know people were like experimenting this way back when like Isolde was released like a couple years ago. Actually, it's almost been 4 years at this point. Jeez, where's the time gone? But yeah, I'm curious as to if they're actually going to use this for synchro plays. So they're going to summon Fire Flint Lady with its own effect, and then they are going to rematch to bring back the Suprex and the Octostretch. Oh, you know what this makes? It's these I'm just gonna say these spells are not gonna be long for this world. Alright, they're gonna go ahead and link off for Verite Anaconda, and then they're gonna activate Headbat, they're gonna pitch the Guts that they searched off the Isolde to summon itself to the field, and then they're gonna link off for IP Masquerena, triggering the Headbat to search for a follow-up Suprex, and then they're gonna synchro summon into everyone's favorite Naturia Beast. We have not seen this card since I wanna say like 2018 BA with like Gallus the Star Beast and like the Rescue Cap build. Was there another deck that played this card? Let me know in the comments if there's another deck that played this card. I can't remember, but yeah, it's been a while. So this end board is gonna be Masquerena plus I assume DPE, and of course an Naturia Beast backed up by an Imperm. So overall looking pretty good. So this player now has 2 blanks in their hand. Make that 3 blanks because they draw another Bird Call for turn. So do you even play this out? Like, can you beat DPE Masquerena, let alone the set Imperm? And it looks like they're just not even going to try. So Gouki going to be taking game number 1 here. So that was cool to see. Haven't really seen any Nat Beast plays in Gouki from memory. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move to game 2 here. Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc is going to choose to go first, obviously. And before we start, actually, let me know if you notice any difference in like video quality for this video, because last night I was actually streaming on Twitch. Feel free to follow me in the description below to my Twitch stream. But yeah, I was like messing around with some certain settings, and I just changed them back before this video, but I wasn't sure if I changed everything back. So I did a test run, made sure everything looked fine, but if anything's like noticeable, please let me know. But anyways, carrying on with this game here, in game 2, the opening hand for Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc going first is going to contain Nibiru, Drolf, Tenki, Nerval, and Sapphire. A little bit awkward, but it does work for sure, because Fractal plus Tri-Beast gets you the full combo. It's just not like the ideal combo. But yeah, this is definitely pretty solid, especially with 2 good hand traps. And then the Gouki opening hand going second is going to contain Droll, Twist Cobra, Imperm, Suprex, and Nibiru. Yikes. That is a power hand. 3 hand traps and Suprex Gouki. You take that. That is solid. Alright, so we're going to see Tenki being activated. That's going to go and search for Fractal. And Droll is going to come down on Resolution. So now they have to figure out how to play here. So they're going to activate Fractal effect. They're going to send a copy of Wagtail to grave. And then they're going to normal summon out Nerval, banishing 2. And they choose not to Imperm this. So they're going to Nerval to summon out the DDL before passing. So they're banking on their hand traps plus Nerval follow up. They have to get Nerval in the grave before Droll comes down, of course. But yeah, maybe it was worth it to like go Fractal send Kit to send another Tri-Brigade to try and end on Simorg into Apex Avion. But then at that point, I think Gouki just Imperms the Nerval here. So I can understand why they did it this way, if they're like reading Imperm. But if that does resolve, then like you're in a pretty good spot, because like Apex Avion trades actually really well with this hand. I probably would have gone for that personally, but I mean, they have Imperm anyway, so they could have Imperm stopped either of those plays. So yeah, they draw another Imperm for turn, by the way. They're going to Imperm the DDO and draw phase, and then they're going to normal summon out Suprex, and then effective summon out Twist Cobra. And then here they're going to link off into Isold, or Isold, and then Isold is going to be chainblocked again by the Gokis. So Joel is interesting against Gouki because like they search a lot, but also all of their searches are like on an initial chain like this. So they do get a fair amount of value before Joel actually hits them. It's not like the old Gouki build where like they were always constantly searching and triggering Firewall. Because like now they only really need to search like their initial rotation and they're good to go. But they're gonna DDO as Chainlink 4 here, sending away Nerval. But this is not gonna do what I think they want it to do. Unless if just neither of them catches it. Because I think I know what's gonna happen here. So they're gonna search for Headbat, Auto Stretch, and Rematch. And then on Resolution, they're gonna activate Droll. And then, yeah, they're going to try and Chainlink to Nerval, but unless if I'm wrong here, I don't think you can do that because Nerval is a trigger effect. So it activates before the quick effect of Droll. So like this differs from something like Droll Reincarnation because like Reincarnation is a trap. So it's just a spell speed 2 that like you can just chain a Droll to it or vice versa. But Nerval would have to go and chain first because it's a trigger when it hits the grave. So I'm fairly confident you can't just like choose a chain link like this. Again, feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong here. But it looks like neither player is questioning this. So I could be wrong maybe. But yeah, that's why I would have thought that they would have just like done DDL to send for cost and summon of the twist so that they can like get their search and then drill afterward. But yeah, that makes a big difference though, because now they have follow-up that they wouldn't have had previously. So we're going to see Sold going to send a copy of Durendal, summon out Guts from the deck, and then they're going to pitch the Auto Stretch for Headbat to summon itself to the field. And yeah, here you have to drop Nibiru because they make Appaloosa. But they're just going to let them make Appaloosa anyways. Maybe it's a matchup unfamiliarity. But yeah, this is like usually the point where they just make Appaloosa. So they're going to go into battle phase, attack over the DDO. That's 1200 because Imperm negated it. And then looks like they're actually going to try Nibiru anyways here. So they're going to Appaloosa, negate. Yeah, and they can still attack over this. So that's pretty good. Oh, actually, I don't know why I thought this was on 1600 before. Yeah, never mind. I don't know why I thought it was maybe 2 materials. But yeah, there's maybe 3. So yeah, we're still good here. They go ahead and set Imperm in main phase 2 and then pass. So they actually chose not to rematch to bring back 2 Gokis and go Verite for DPE. Because they know 2 of the cards in their hand. So I guess they value the Gouki follow-up more, just to like guarantee they get back into engine. Because we saw last game that actually they didn't send... Did they send Celestial last game? Actually, I think they sent Denier, if I remember correctly. I guess if it comes up this game, we can see it, but I actually just didn't even like look at the materials in Grave at all. But yeah, I don't think I saw Celestial last game. So if that's the case, then I guess it makes more sense to like guarantee Gouki follow-up if that's what they value more highly, and like these are going to be enough. So fair enough. They draw Fractal for turn. That is a good top deck, because now this just attacks over the Appaloosa for free. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and normal summon it, and then go into the battle phase. They're going to attack over the Appaloosa here for 400. And then they're going to main phase 2, activate Fractal's effect, and then they're going to chain Imperm. So that was going to go for Farigate, and they knew about the Kitten hand. Although, does that do much? I guess like they could Fractal, like if this didn't get negated, they could like Fractal on field to send more names, and then they can like hit to banish and then just keep extending. They could even go back into their bird combo because they can go like Omen into, well, they would have already expended Farigate, so maybe not. I don't know, it would have been pretty interesting what they would have tried to end on here. But yeah, looks like no, that's going to matter because they're just going to pass. Gouki is going to draw another copy of Nibiru for turn. So they still know 2 of the cards in hand. So they're going to start with a rematch, of course. They're going to bring back Guts and Headbat. They can pretty easily play around Nibiru here, just by going to the Verite. And then they're going to trigger both Gokis. So they can add Suprex and then Twist Cobra. And then they're going to Verite Anaconda, paying 2,000, sending Fusion Destiny. And yeah, it was Denier. So it's Denier Dasher. So it's pretty cool in this deck because it is just like another warrior extender. And like with Gokis, you're constantly adding names, right? So I guess it makes sense that you don't want to like play Celestial since it can be hard to empty your hand. Just trigger the Celestial effect, which is fair. But yeah, and also like this doesn't guarantee that they draw into Gokis because like say they did this last turn and their top deck was the same. I know it wouldn't have been the same, but like if it was the same, then they wouldn't have Gokis to play with this turn. So yeah, holding their rematch made sense there. Looking back on it, they're gonna summon out the Phoenix Enforcer, and they're gonna go battle phase. So they're gonna attack over the Fractal for what is that 900 damage, and then they're gonna attack into the Veritana or with the Veritana for 5, and then pass. So DPE plus Nibiru, pretty solid. This hand's pretty weak right now. They draw Burr Call. That is a pretty solid top deck. So, excuse me. So let's see. They have Kit that they added off Nerval. If this was Fractal, then like they'd be in there because they'd have Fractal Bird Call. So it's interesting that they actually had a Kit even like at all. I guess they just wanted to like get 2 Tri-Brigade pushes because they wanted to go Kit, like if they didn't get interrupted at all, like Kit into like Almirage, I guess, and then some like Nerval and then add Karas, I guess. But yeah, I mean Fractal would be a lot nicer here. So let's see, they're gonna try their best. So they're gonna go Bear Call, search Warbler, and then they're going to go ahead and summon out Warbler with its own effect, and then Warbler summon out Sapphire. And then Resolution, they're going to not do anything here. Yeah, because if you pop, they can normal Kit. Although I'm not really sure what they get with this. Maybe it's just like Simorg by like banishing 2 and then linking away the other bird. Yeah, so they're just going to hold off on DPE. They're going to go for Assembled. This will threaten Zeus. They are going to go into the battle phase. They're going to attack with the Assembled, and they're going to activate DPE actually at the start of battle phase, it looks like. So I guess I just don't want them to go. Well, they wouldn't go Downward Zeus anyways, because you would just pop Downward. So like maybe you just let them go into Zeus. Well, you know they have Kit in hand. Well, yeah, they would have to. They would have to detach because their Kit doesn't do anything right now, since there's only 1 Tri-Beast engrave. So I feel like you just let them make Zeus, and then you chain DPE there. If they like activate it. But I guess it won't make like a huge difference anyways. Yeah, so they're gonna go ahead and pop the Tenki, and then assemble it, protect itself, obviously. So they're just gonna proceed with battle phase after DPE declares its graveyard effect. So they're gonna attack for 200. Yeah, there's only 1 material, so it should just be 200 here. They're saying twice, but you attacked once, but they only can attack once, because this was at the start of the battle phase. So, yeah, I mean, they should have only taken 200 damage there. But, I mean, that shouldn't make a big difference. Main phase 2, they're not even going to go into Zeus, they're just going to summon out Kit. And they're going to banish 2 off of Kit to go into Farigit. And then, so they can get Nibiru here pretty much at any time. So they're going to link off into Almirage, and then they're going to Kit Sun Nerval to add Fractal. And then they're going to Farigit to summon out Fractal, and then you just activate Nibiru. And that should be enough to win the game here. So yeah, because you know the last card in the hand now is Nibiru. So I guess this only gets punished by like Farigit draw into like Barrow Canary to end on Robin, but even then you can just like DP answer it. So that's like fine. Yeah, I guess like it didn't matter if they DP'd there in the battle phase or after the fact, because like either way this outcome is pretty much the same. Except they don't have this like Nightingale on board for free, so maybe that changes things, but because like, they let them make Simorg here and then they Nibiru. So yeah. They're going to Farigit. So it should have been Farigit channeling 1 Nibiru channeling 2, right? Because they went Simorg. So they should have declared that prior. But yeah, they're going to draw Harpy's Featherstorm. Doesn't matter because that is a blank. And they are going to pass. So yeah, from here, Gouki pretty much has the game here. They're going to go and bring up Enforcer, summon Suprex, summon Twist Cobra, go into battle phase after setting Imperm, effect to pop, and then that is the game. So Gouki taking this match here, actually 2-0. Not even like needing to use either the DPE package engrave. So pretty fascinating match for sure. We haven't seen Gouki in quite some time. It's always cool to see this deck, I feel, because like this is one of those decks that I actually keep playing around because I like playing with this deck. I definitely have never really considered a tag gainer into Nat Beast though, so that's pretty interesting. So we got to see that game 1, and in this game, I'm pretty sure the Droll Nerval thing was not illegal play, but again, please correct me if I'm wrong there. Just because, like, again, this is a trigger effect, this is a quick effect. But apart from that, yeah, like the Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc player didn't open the greatest, especially into like triple hand traps. And like maybe in a world like Nerval for 3 actually resolved and didn't get negated by Imperm, like in a theoretical sense, like that would have been pretty good because then like Apex Avian couldn't be targeted, and then you just like go negate Suprix, and that would be enough. But again, like the game would just be completely different at that point, so hard to say. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Check out my affiliate links in the description if you want to help support the channel. It really would mean a lot to me, as well as my Patreon. And until next time, I will catch you in the next video. See you guys.